There you have it. Here's a scene from Terry Goes Outside episode 1. A little bit colder, a little bit snowier of course, but this is where it all began. Aww. I've always been more of a cold weather person. I'm not really into like winter sports or anything. I just don't like the temperature of summer. I fucking hate it actually. There's nothing more uncomfortable to me than being too hot and sweaty and gross. I'm way more prefer to be a little bit too cold than a little bit too hot. So when the other day when it like snowed like crazy, it was so amazing. So I couldn't resist running outside. And then I thought, Terry Goes Outside episode 2. So I filmed it for you. So if you want to see the rest of that video, stick around to the end of this one and I'll tell you how you can see the end of Terry Goes Outside episode 2. That, however, is not why we're here. The reason you're here is because we're showing you the final roundup of the stain test videos that we've been working on for you. We took 6 different stain companies. We did Krypton Home, FiberGuard, Inside Out, Revolution, Alta, and Scotchgard. We took 6 stains. What did we do? Red wine, hamburger, mustard, chocolate, magic markers, and makeup. And we smeared them all over a bunch of fabric samples that we got from fabric companies like Alendel Fabrics, JF Fabrics, and Avant Garde. And then we cleaned them for you and showed you the results. So what I'm gonna do, just a quick recap. You know, I don't wanna bore you, so I'll make it quick. And then we're gonna round it all up, look at them all, evaluate them, give you the winner and the loser. As you can see, I'm here at the TEB offices. So let me get my coat off, get myself a tea or something and get in there. Ugh, look at this. Somebody stole our brass knuckles right off the wall, son of a fucking mother.
Hot. I'm like, motherfucker. All right, all set. Ready for this? Here we go. Now we're gonna break this down. This time we're gonna do it by stain. We'll grab each stain and I'm gonna go through each company and see what the result was. And we're gonna start with red wine. Okay, so with the red wine, let's go first up, Krypton Home, okay? With Krypton Home, because liquids bead right on top and just brush away like a water on duck, it's great. The red wine wasn't an issue. Liquids will never be an issue on Krypton Home because they'll just bead right up, lightly top it with some paper towel or something, done. All clean. So that one came out great. Get a thumb up for that. FiberGuard, same thing. Red wine. It actually did soak in. Liquids will soak into FiberGuard, but you know, they say that, but it'll still come clean, and the red wine did. There's no red wine stain, nothing left. Everything's cool with FiberGuard. Then we've got Inside Out. Now, because you can use bleach with Inside Out, again, no red wine. It all came out perfectly clean. Red wine's going good. Revolution as well is a fabric that you can use bleach on. So no red wine stain there either. Came right out. Now here's Alta. Alta is the one that is the treatment. So we did 2. We did a untreated piece and we did a treated piece so we could get a proper control here. Now the thing with the treated and the untreated, the red wine came out of both. So that's not really a fair assessment of Alta, if it worked or not, because it came out of the fabric regardless. So we'll still give that a mark. You know what? Red wine came out of Alta as well, and then Scotchgard as well. Fabric or liquids bead right on top of here as well once you add that Scotchgard treatment. This is the DIY version, if you remember, that you just spray on yourself with a can that we bought from Canadian Tire. And liquids it gives it a beading property as well, where the liquids just float right on top, and that's happened here, and so no red wine. So looks like all across the board, red wine was not an issue for any of these guys. Hey, okay, and we're off to an amazing start. Yeah! So sticking with these same pieces of fabric, we did 2 stains per piece of fabric, so we're not wasting it. We're going to move on to Hamburger. First up, again, Krypton Home. Now, Krypton Home, most of it did come out, the Hamburger, but there is a slight grease stain left behind, unfortunately. So it mostly came out, but it wasn't perfect. So there's like a slight stain there. Then FiberGuard. FiberGuard came perfectly clean too, but it did not come perfectly clean until we were allowed to take the soap, just a bar of soap, household soap, rub it into the stain, taking a wet microfiber cloth, circular motions, we rubbed it, and the grease stain came completely out. So that was great. FiberGuard gets marks for that. Okay, next is Inside Out. Inside Out, again, we're allowed to use bleach, so no hamburger stain. Grease stain's gone. And I feel like it wasn't until we were able to put the bleach in there, that's when it came out perfectly. There was a slight stain before, but the bleach got rid of it completely. So that one's good too. Good marks for Inside Out. Next up is Revolution. Revolution, again, you can use bleach on here. However, unfortunately, there's still a very slight grease stain left behind by the Hamburger on this fabric with Revolution. The bleach wasn't even able to get it out, so that's too bad. So that one didn't go as well. Just a slight stain though, it's not terrible. And then next up is Ulta. Now Ulta, again, both of them just sort of left a light grease stain. Whether it was the untreated version or this treated version, they both left a light stain behind. So there really wasn't a difference between the treated and the untreated there. Just a slight stain behind. And Scotchgard, a little bit more, I'd say it's a light stain, a little bit more than slight grease stain left behind there. You can see it when I put my hand behind. So that one didn't work great. So, but all in all, so Scotchgard was probably the loser in that one. But the rest of them actually all did pretty well. I have a feeling this is going to be hard to determine an actual winner and loser here, but hang on, let's see. Hang on, need more tea.
All right, and the next one is mustard. All right, let's start with Krypton Home. Krypton Home. Nope. Terrible. That did not work. And I had this under the sink. I tried soap. I tried everything. Nope. Mustard did not come out. Did not. Terrible. That's full fail. FiberGuard, not bad, medium stain. It's really hard to see it here on camera, so I'll obviously look on screen, but medium stain. Even with all the soap and water and all the rubbing, it mostly came out medium stain, so halfway there, not 100%. Okay, then next we move on to Inside Out. Fully clean, all the mustard came out, no issue. Again, well, because we're allowed to use bleach, which is great. God, I still can't get over how it doesn't affect the color of the fabric. So that's fantastic. That's amazing. So no mustard there. Bleach again, we can use with Revolution as well. So they did amazing too. No mustard stain whatsoever, fully clean. Then we go over to Ulta. Now Ulta, just as bad as Krypton. Nothing. And with both of them, whether they're treated or the untreated, they both have a terrible, terrible mustard stain. Did not work whatsoever. And then Scotchgard, the DIY version, not too bad. It was okay. It is maybe only a light stain, so it probably even did a little bit better than FiberGuard, but it is still there. You can tell that there's a mustard stain there, but not terribly. It's not too bad. All right. So what's next? Next, chocolate. Krypton Home and chocolate. Woo! That is terrible. I don't even want to talk about what that really looks like, so let's not go there. But again, we scrubbed it and used soap, and we tried to get it out and had it under the sink, under the tap. Nope. Epic fail. 0 points there. FiberGuard, again, the same as the mustard. You can't tell here as much, but even with the soap and the water, light stain. It mostly came out. Light stain, I would say, not too bad. Inside Out, we can use bleach on here again. So, yep, no chocolate, no mustard. This piece of fabric is fully clean and smells awesome. It smells like a pool. Okay, and even with the Revolution, because we can use bleach, no chocolate, no mustard, all gone, worked perfectly. Awesome. Ulta, again, same thing, whether it was treated or untreated, both of them have a terrible, terrible chocolate stain. No matter how hard we tried, and we tried, did not work. And then our DIY version with the chocolate, again, light stain. You know, it worked really well. I think the chocolate was one of the ones where, so Scotchgard says that after you've put this treatment on, stains should just float right on top and not actually even touch the fiber, so it makes it easier to clean. I think that mostly did happen with the chocolate, and that's why it's only left with a light stain. It worked quite well. Again, it did better than the Fiber Guard, so that was great. All right, another tea break. All right, what do we want to do next? Let's do makeup. Okay, before we start with the makeup, I have to do a disclaimer. What we're gonna do is we're gonna not include the lipstick in this test. None of them were able to get the lipstick out, although FiberGuard did the best out of all of them. But it turns out that lipstick was not a fair test. It was definitely not your everyday run-of-the-mill lipstick. It was something called liquid melted latex. And it was just, I mean, as a makeup, as a lipstick, that thing is probably amazing. It's probably a really good quality lipstick because it will not come off anything, including your lips probably. So it'll probably last most of the day. But as far as fabric, I don't feel like that was a fair test. So we're not going to include the lips. We're going to pretend that the lipstick doesn't exist, and we're not going to include that in the test. So when it comes to the makeup, we're only going to focus on the mascara and the foundation. Okay, so we'll start with Krypton Home. The mascara came out 100% gone, fully clean. The foundation, however, that's like a medium to heavy stain. That did not work well, and we scrubbed it and scrubbed it. We tried the soap, we did everything we could, didn't work. So Krypton Home definitely failed on the foundation. Now when it comes to FiberGuard, the foundation and the mascara fully clean, came out 100% with the soap. When it was just water, it wasn't working great, so we took the bar soap and rubbed it in, and the foundation and the mascara 100% came out, so that is great. That's great bonus points for FiberGuard. I'm even going to give them a little bit of an extra thing, even though I know we're not including the lipstick. They did the best job. It still has a residue of the lipstick left, but wow, that was the closest to the lipstick coming out that any of them did. Okay. So Inside Out, not great. Unfortunately, you know, we use the bleach on this fabric because Inside Out can handle the bleach. Even, you know, eliminating the lipstick, the foundation and the mascara both are, I'm gonna say that maybe the foundation's like a medium and the mascara is like a light stain left behind. So unfortunately that didn't work. Sorry, Inside Out. Then with Revolution, no surprise, everything's great. Everything came out. You know, we can use bleach on here. Forget the lipstick, remember? So the foundation, the mascara fully came out. Everything's clean, perfectly. Looks amazing. Good for Revolution. Ulta. Wow. I mean, I think if you're paying attention, and hopefully you are, it's probably pretty clear who the loser is going to be. So the foundation and the mascara, again, with Ulta, with the treated or the untreated, there was no difference. So I'm also seeing a pattern here where the treatment of putting Ulta on this fabric really didn't do much at all. It hardly did anything with any of these stains. I don't know, that's not cool. So a medium stain, I'm gonna say, on both the foundation and the mascara with Ulta. Not cool. Okay, and then Scotchgard, the DIY version. So with the mascara, fully gone, 100%. It was like, so Scotchgard says, you know, when you apply this treatment, it creates a barrier between the stain and the fibers, and it really did with the mascara. The mascara came out quite easily, like really easy and quickly. The foundation, though, I'm gonna say medium stain. It worked quite well, but maybe between light and medium. I'll give it between a light and a medium. But the mascara is fully gone. And again, of course, the lipstick, like, forget it. Don't even bother. All right, we got one more stain left. The last one, magic markers. But first, a tea break. Magic markers. Krypton Home. Magic markers came out 100%. Fully clean, so that was amazing. Good for Krypton. I like that. Same with FiberGuard. Once we got the soap and the water in there, no marker residue. Whoa, that's awesome. Inside out as well, we can use bleach on here. I think when we were doing only the water, because remember if you look back at the inside out video, we totally forgot that we were able to use bleach with inside out, so we went back and re-cleaned them using bleach, and then the markers totally came out, because before that there was a slight residue of pink from the magic markers. Now there's nothing. Revolution markers came out 100%. We sprayed it down with the mixture of the bleach and the water and dabbed it with paper towel, and holy crap, just really easily, very quickly, the markers just came right out. It was awesome, it was amazing. So Revolution, great points there. Back to Ulta. Ay, ay, ay. Man, too bad. Light stain, you can see there's a pink hue, a light stain of magic markers. This time there was a little bit of it. This is the only one that really gave sort of a difference between the treated and the untreated. Maybe like a medium difference. There's definitely much more of a stain on the untreated version, but even on the treated version, there's still markers left behind. So that wasn't good. All right, and then the last one is Scotchgard DIY. And magic markers floated on top of the Scotchgard coating, just like they said, and washed right out. Not even an issue. So that was great for Scotchgard. All right, there they go. There we go. There's all of them. Whoa. So now the task of picking a winner and a loser. But it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. So leave it up to me. I'll figure it out. All right, hang on. Need more tea. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? I like doing that. I like doing that stain testing. It was very interesting. Very interesting for us, mostly because, you know, we've been dealing with a lot of those fabrics and those companies for quite a while. We've always wondered ourselves, like, hey, do these really work? Now we know. And now we know which one does, which one doesn't, and which ones to recommend to our clients and not to recommend to our clients. Cool. So we do want to work on more videos like that for you, or more designy and stuff. Or we may do some more stain test videos because there are other companies out there that we can try out. But I think the next one I want to work on is showing you the office around here. Take a little bit of a tour, show you what we've done. We're working on other spaces around here. So we want to show you that kind of stuff. And then we're also going to start showing you some of our client projects when we're finished. Some before, some beauties, all that kind of stuff. All right. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, all that crap. You know the drill. All right. Have a good time. We'll see you next time. Oh, and also don't forget, if you want to see the rest of Terry Goes Outside episode 2, we put the link below for the full episode. Check it out. It's something that's true to my heart. It's about, you know, being an introvert and actually once in a while getting outside, and I want to actually share that, and they really mean a lot to me, these videos. So I would love it if you would go and watch them and put likes and all that kind of crap again. All right? Okay, now I gotta go. Dude, stop. Leave me alone. I gotta leave. Stop bugging me. Just kidding. I know, I haven't given you the winner yet. All right, here we go. Here's the winners. The winners in order from first to last, okay? Winner is Revolution. Congratulations, Revolution. Winner, chicken dinner, whatever that saying is. Good for you. Revolution was number one. They did the best. They were able to get almost all of those stains out, and anything that may have not come out was barely noticeable. So kudos to you, sir, or ma'am, or whoever you are. Good for that. Okay, then next in order, we went to Inside Out. So the top two that were able to use bleach, Revolution and Inside Out. Okay, next FiberGuard. Then it goes to the DIY version of Scotchgard. Interesting. I wasn't sure how well that one was going to work, but I'm really happy with that. And then Pulling up the rear is Krypton, and then dead last, unfortunately, Alta. Sorry guys, but